Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Gregtech Community Edition Modern. This appears to be possibly our last episode and the end of this wonderful journey that we've been on. Time to get right into it. Last time we upgraded our up to get some UV batteries. And I did make it into some capacitors and shove it into our capacitor bank down below. I think I only ended up getting one because I had to do more upgrading of other stuff instead so that we could get everything processed. I'm gonna go ahead and get the first thing going. We actually have all of the stuff to finally commit to making that UHV battery. What is it called? The ultimate battery? There we go. Yeah, it is the ultimate battery. I'm just spelling it wrong, apparently. Battery just blind. So we finally got it all. We've got enough stuff to craft everything here. We've got enough nobium titanium for the foils we're going to need. And last but not least, the thing I've crafted up to make sure it saves as much time this video as possible. We've got... Where'd they go? They're supposed to be in here somewhere. Hello? Right there. 16 energy clusters. So let's go ahead and get that started now. That will pass off the final battery we've got here. And now we just kind of have two other blocks. One is not going to be needed that much. And the other one... I mean, neither of them are going to be needed that much. But we can do ourselves a favor. Make sure nothing shuts down. In the meantime, we're going to go ahead and craft up two of those as well. We'll let those get going. And we're going to go through... and just kind of like look at some of the different setups. So one thing I did have to do, that we'll go ahead and talk about. We got the UHV power hooked up here. Go back to one of my extruders that I used, and I had to have this running. I didn't realize this. If we do the quick math on it, the thing even says itself, it's about 2.5 days. And I let it go. I let it go so we can get it. So let's go grab that out. Because I said I was going to get it. That's why I was actually glad. Yesterday's episode I did record last Friday. So I had the whole weekend to work on this. And boy, am I glad that I did. Because we got our certificate. Which we're going to go ahead and go dump in this backpack right here. Until we have finished everything else. So we're going to be having all of our machines going off. Figuring out, was there anything? I think there was. I don't know if there was anything I actually modified very much. No, we had to modify space for some things like the iridium, because this now doesn't process fast enough because it pushes sludge back in here. And we've just had so much stuff because I've been mining bornite and sheldonite for a long time, trying to make sure that I have enough iridium. But didn't do much upgrading of that. Yes, I never got the coils or the additional one of these running because I was busy running around placing new drills, moving things around to get the components and materials I needed to. So it's kind of a shocker to see all this stuff is going to be gone. We've got our advanced oil drill that's still pumping at its absurd rate because that thing is full and we're just not producing, we're not needing to produce much more oil. Honestly, don't know if this thing's working anymore. I'm never around to take a look at it, but we've got a wonderful little base. Definitely going to have to do some more building stuff in the future, because I do enjoy it. But when preparing... Oh, these don't rock? I thought this was... I think I already looked at that before. Yeah, just because it felt bad to build something and not get any progression done. I just gotta take it slower on this next one and enjoy myself, just because I reminisce on building the fact that we built this up, and I built this up into a chimney at first. I mean, it's still a chimney now, but it's pretty cool. We got the smoke coming out of it up top just to make it look like a real factory. And never chopped this out of the way, which I totally should. Now that we've actually got grass over here. I forgot what I put grass. Maybe it was just for underneath, wasn't it? Yeah. Got our lovely greenhouse. I got started way earlier on. Still never upgraded from our HV. I think the only thing I ever ended up upgrading is I found out that compressors and macerators down here only use, I guess, yeah, they only use LV energy. So I ended up basically making it so that this thing powers all of those. I mean, yes, they use HV voltage, but you can power them with the voltage of an LV, as they only get 32 on the compressors. So that's kind of one upgrade I did. We got our little seating area here. Remember doing a couple videos here talking about fishies. Kind of crazy to reminisce on some of this stuff. I don't remember if I showed this off. I needed more biomass at some point, so I ended up making a pyrolysine oven to help me get more biomass. The biomass or chaff? I guess it... Is it both? No. Actually, I have no... Oh, we are getting biomass, so we're getting both. No, we're using that. That's right. So this is... Okay, yeah, we're making biomass here. We've got our trusty old pyrolysine ovens that have been working with HSSG. Still keeping us full on our nitrobenzene. These trusty boys have been going from the beginning to... Maybe not the beginning, but... for the last 60 episodes or something. Maybe even more. Our nice old tank still keeping up. Holding on to its weight. Oh, I honestly wish there was more of these multi-blocks. Like, even just like a variable size one would be kind of cool. But as cool as these are, as these super tanks are, I've always loved the idea of building an actual volume to hold fluid. So just hope to see more of that in the future with some other things. This is a little setup I built to process my indium from the Naquata chains, as I realized I was running out of indium at some point because of that. And we got our electrolyzers, we got our oil wall, and our mining wall. And our trusty old setup. Still mostly intact. We did strip out a couple of things for use, but kind of crazy to see. Even some of our old there are aluminum processing down here to process out, I think it's just straight up aluminum. No, it's bauxite. Bauxite. We got our implosion compressor down here. Kind of crazy. I've been working on this world for what? This has been the past 100 divided by 5. But I guess we skipped a couple of days. So like 22 weeks or something? 21, 22 weeks? That's wild to think about. It's been almost a third of a year at that point. No, it's been more. Wow. Oh. I guess we're done with the tour of the overworld. Let's go to the... Oh, that's right. We forgot the top up here. Oh, that's right. We had our steam smelters there. Our steam smelter and crusher, macerator. Got our trusty auto crafting room that barely got built out before it started getting cannibalized to move to the other world. That's a blast. Still funny to see that remnants of here, where like I couldn't actually keep making more machines because I'm like forgetting recipes and where they go and what they take and which ones I need to move and wanting to progress. Our auto crafting system that's been upgraded and organized. first turbine. I guess this is our only steam turbine. Not steam, but gas turbine. Never did the steam. Never gonna do the steam. Not gonna happen. Oh boy. I guess this is gonna take quite a while to get through all of it, as it's got a lot of recipes to get through. And so I guess we'll finish with the tour. Man, just wild to think about. And then, even though I built this door, I hardly ever use it, but it's my oil processing door to get out here to my oil platform. And I still have this thing running here. It gathers up the sulfuric heavy fuel from this thing and makes it into tooling, just so I always had tooling for crafting explosives. Kind of wild. Wild indeed. I remember wondering what that block was. Crazy. Crazy, crazy. And then we go over here, and this is where we first started up some of our... moving our clean room from here to there. Starting up gasoline production to ender fluid link into different places, but then deciding it's better for me to just use one fuel on each place, so we left the nitrobenzene in the overworld, and we did our diesel fuel out over here. Or not diesel, gasoline. We never did diesel either. So, keeping that up. And then where do we go next? I think next we ended up building out our smelting after doing the tungstate. Our, what are they called? Tungsten? I think this is the tungsten line. Remember right? I just remember it uses tungstate as one of them. Yeah, tungstate group. So we got tungstate and shieldite. Get that processing going. And then this one is our uranium over here to get our uranium from the pitch blend and our uranite, I guess. Just uranite, that's right. Are we out of stuff? I think we are actually out of stuff. Oh, we're also out of space. That would actually explain more bits. Not that this is going to matter all that much. Might as well fix it, though. Done. Okay. Then we had some of our auto smelting over here that then got pushed back to do other auto smelting over here. Into freezers, which got expanded upon and built out. Very first blast alloy furnace got built right here, too. Oh, man. What a blast. What an awesome, amazing thing. Got our titanium going. Our Naquata chains that ended up coming later. We got our platinum chain group that came out over here. Our epoxy resin for circuit boards with both liquid epoxy, and then I think I did, yeah, the reinforced sheets there. So we got epoxy and reinforced. And we've got our other chains that we needed. So this one, I can't remember. What is this one again? Oh, that's right, the polyvinyl butyl. Even though it's not used for that much, I way overproduced. I want to say this one was a long chain. What are we making here? Oh yeah, this is for the polyvinyl butyl, that's right. And we've got this one to get to making our polybenzimidazole. Remember when I couldn't pronounce that word too. Now we have one last thing. We got our PCB coolant and our high-octane gasoline. And those are all of the chemical reactor things that we've really got going. I guess we got that one to produce radon, but that's no big deal now that we've got our freezing and distilling towers. The Mark 1 reactor, Mark 2, and Mark 3. Those are fun builds. Just... I still think, out of all of the builds that I've done, that's cool. It's one. That's cool. It's one. These are all cool. There's still one structure. This thing, on the other hand, the fact that we have to build multiple of the same multi-blocks to connect them together like this, function, and do the process that it has to, That's just another thing I find crazy and awesome. Never thought if you asked me 10 years ago if I ever thought that I'd play this mod pack, if I ever thought that I'd enjoy a difficult mod pack like this, I would have told you flat out, you're insane. You're insane. And now here I am walking through, getting ready to probably say goodbye to this. Kind of sad. Sad to say. But I guess we'll have to be back after this stuff finishes up. But want to actually be able to read what that last quest thing says to all of you. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and wait for that, and I will be right back once that's done. Alright, exactly like 2 hours later, but we are back here with our creative energy cells, and our best part yet, the new ultimate battery. That is what, 9 quadrillion? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 quintillion. Nope. 1,000, million, billion, trillion. Oh, no. No, it is quintillion. I think I said sextillion, I think is what I was thinking I said. And we got our creative energy cells as well. So now we can actually come down here, pop that on any old bad boy over here. And supposedly, unhook this. These will never go, this side will never go down again. So bye-bye. No more need for you. Sweet. And this wonderful battery. Now, can we... Oh, we can. First, we're going to touch some grass. Oh. There's nothing to read. It just says this is the end. The finale. Crafting the ultimate battery marks the end of Gregtech Community Edition Unofficial and the Gregtech Community Mod Pack. Congratulations! Now that you have finished the mod, there are a few things you should do. Join the Gregtech Community Edition Unofficial Discord and tell us about your playthrough or how it went. Feel free to show off your battery. Go outside and start playing Gregtech in real life, right? I may or may not have actually been doing that over the past few years. Just not quite to that extent. Been making my own tools. Kind of cool, but just a side note. Integrate back into regular society. Blow up your world with TNT and GT Dynamite. Please, please, please make a backup first. Thank you for playing the pack. The Gregtech Community Pack Dev Team. Well, that was definitely a giant pack for us to get through, guys. Honestly, never thought I'd make it through to the end. Multiple times I wanted to give up, but multiple times I kept going anyways. And now we are ready to go and establish this last battery here. Probably place it first. Let's place it first. And then we'll unhook that. And that's going to charge a battery source that will never need to be charged again. Alright, now I think we've officially earned that badge. Let's go get it. We gotta go ahead and go back in and grab it. Right there. We're gonna go hang it up. What is that? Oh, it was just stuck in its animation. Okay. That's a little weird. Let's go ahead. Stuff on everything else. Back on in. I guess we'll put those in our backpack here. Take off our other backpack maybe too. Go hang it up on the wall and take a good long rest after this. Much needed too. Still can't believe how much time it has been. Let's go ahead and hang up our backpacks. Might as well set our module in as well. Let's go hang that back up. Oh. Hang that back up on the wall. Right. Where did I put it? I guess we don't need to hang it on the wall. We'll put it in our backpack too. And take a nice long rest. What's that sound?